How to deal with any problematic situation. That's quite a big long title, isn't it? We all have problems. We might not have the same problem on the same day, but we all have issues that come up in our lives all the time. And like I said earlier, the difference between people that are happier in life often boils down to how do they deal with those situations? How do they manage? And we're taught so much at school, how to, mathematics and English grammar, but nobody teaches us how to master our mind. We don't understand the power of the subconscious. We do more now because there's a lot about it. Neuroscience is backing up a lot of the theories from the past, old ancient wisdoms that were seen as woo-woo. But unless it's a daily practice, it's sort of like, yeah, I know that, but I don't quite do it. So what I want to do tonight is just share a couple of techniques that I use when things get crazy, and I had a few interesting disappointments today, and I had to kind of like pick myself up and brush myself down and just move on. 6 years ago I would have probably still been at home crying, so learning the techniques. And this is what women are really good at. We'll open up and we'll share, but what we tend not to do is we don't open up because it's like, oh well, we don't want to be seen as weak. Ladies, it's not weakness, it's the most beautiful God-given gift that women have, where we can then say, okay, now we've got this connection, let's use it. Let's use it to support one another. And how many people are lonely? It's an epidemic. In the UK, they've actually employed a loneliness MP. An MP, Member of Parliament, to deal with loneliness. How did we get to this stage? And you can blame it on social media and all the rest of it, but one of the things is we tend to cut ourselves off because we think, I can't make the effort with those people, and they probably don't want me around anymore either. But the minute we put our hands out and say, actually, I could do with a bit of help, people will come. But as women, we're not good at asking for help. Well, we're the multitaskers, yay, hey, and we're meant to be all proud of that. Dealing with problematic situations, and what I want to do is share with you, this is my problem. We all have a problem like this, and every morning we get up, we put it in our back pocket, and we ignore it, and we get through the day, and every now and then we bring it back out and we look at it, oh, there's that problem, and sometimes we'll open it up and we go, oh, that problem's getting a wee bit bigger, oh no, and we put it back, and we try and go through the day. Then later on we remember again, we get that problem out and we open it up, oh, and then we open it up, it's a bit bigger now, oh no, I can't face that problem, and we push it away, wearing our mask, plod on through life, doing what we think we have to do, pretending everything's okay. The day goes on, oh, this problem just keeps rearing its ugly head. And what happens? The problem just gets bigger and bigger. The more we ignore it, it won't go away. Procrastination, it loves procrastination. Fear, it loves fear. Uncertainty, yay, let's have a big black uncertainty day. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then what we do is, we're not satisfied with just having to carry all this around. We then decide to have a look inside. Ooh, let's really look at this problem. And by now, your stomach's churning, your heart's pounding, your head's throbbing, you want to take a sick day off work. This is just, whatever the problem is, it could be finances, it could be your relationship, it could be not having any friends, it could be health. Then we go, oh, look at this problem. And we get ourselves right in there. We're still trying to pretend we're okay. And we think nobody else will notice. But actually, they do. And what we need is a girlfriend or a life coach or somebody to come up and do that. To help us try and see the light of day again. Somebody offers you a hand of friendship and you go, oh, that was nice. Someone else invites you for a coffee and you go, Somebody likes me. Open your heart a bit. Somebody else might say, come to a group, I know a thing that, oh, that would be nice. I know a coach that could help you. All right, how do I get in touch with her? Your problem's not as big as you think it is. No, I think you're right. In fact, we can talk about that problem and you can share it with me, but then what we're going to do? We're going to put that problem in the bin. Because the more you carry it about, the more it's preventing you from moving on in life. And eventually, and I'm going to show you how we deal with the problem. You be quiet, because you're going in the bin. The first thing is to recognise that you've got a problem, that you're being absolutely smothered by it, and make the decision to do something about it. Because what we do is, we ruminate, we worry, we make excuses, we hide behind it, and then we wonder why we're not moving on.